If you create any kind of content online, you know you're in a constant battle for attention. So the real question is, are you making stuff that just kind of exists? Or are you creating content that actually dominates? Today we're going to break down exactly how you can do that.
To really get a handle on the scale of this challenge, let's just put things in perspective for a second. In the next few minutes, just while you're watching this, the internet is going to change a lot.
Take a look at this number, 2,500. In the next few minutes, this number represents something pretty staggering happening online. And no, it's not just new articles or blog posts. It's way, way bigger than that.
Yep, over 2,500 hours of brand new video content is going to hit YouTube alone. That's based on an average of about 500 hours getting uploaded every single minute, and that's just one platform. We are absolutely living in an age of peak content.
So this is the big question, right? When you are literally competing against a tidal wave of new stuff every single second of every day, how do you make something that people actually notice, something they remember, and something they find truly valuable?
Well, the answer isn't to just create more content. It's to create better content, like monumentally better. And you know what? There's actually a name for this whole approach. It's called 10x content, and it's a strategy designed specifically to cut through all that noise.
So, what is it exactly? Well, to put it simply, 10x content is all about creating something that is genuinely 10 times better than the best performing result you can find for your topic right now. We're not talking about being slightly better. We're talking about setting a completely new standard.
And this is the core mindset, straight from the guy who coined the term, Rand Fishkin. It's a direct challenge. You literally look at what's currently number one and you ask yourself, okay, how can I make something that just completely blows this out of the water?
And here's the key difference. Most content creators aim for good. You know, it's useful, it's well written, it follows the rules. But 10x content? It's playing a totally different game. It doesn't just summarize what's already out there. It adds something new, some original insight. It doesn't just answer a question. It solves a problem so completely that the user just feels this sense of relief. And that emotional response is what really sets it apart.
Now this might sound like a ton of work, and well, it is. So why would you even bother? Because in the world of search and online visibility, the winner doesn't just take most of the prize. The winner takes pretty much all of it. Take a look at this number, less than 1%. It seems tiny, right? But what this number represents is actually a pretty brutal reality when it comes to getting found online.
That's how many people actually click over to page 2 of Google's search results. I mean, think about it. When was the last time you did? If you're not on that first page, and ideally near the top, you are basically invisible. Good enough content just doesn't get you there.
And even on that coveted first page, the rewards are super skewed. The number one spot gets the lion's share of all the clicks, and then it just drops off a cliff from there. 10x content is engineered from the ground up to compete for that top spot.
And here's where the magic really happens. This creates a powerful SEO flywheel. Because your content is so exceptional, other high-quality sites just naturally want to link to it. People who visit your page stay longer, and they don't immediately hit the back button to go back to Google. That's what's called pogo sticking. All these signals tell Google you're a trusted authority, so they rank you even higher, which of course brings in more links and more visitors. It's a cycle that just keeps feeding itself.
Okay, so we've covered the what and the why. Now let's get into the good stuff, the how. And the good news is, this isn't some kind of mystical art. It's a real repeatable framework that you can apply to your most important pieces of content.
It really all boils down to these 3 core steps. First, you basically become a detective and study what's already winning. Then, you figure out your unique angle to make it dramatically better. And finally, you wrap it all up in a package that's just a genuine joy to experience.
All right, first up, deconstruction. You've got to start by reverse engineering your competition. Pull up the top results for your topic and start asking some tough questions. What are they doing really well? But way more importantly, where are the gaps? Is the info kind of outdated? Are the examples a little weak? Is the design clunky and hard to look at? Every single weakness you find is a huge opportunity for you.
So once you've found those gaps, your job is to fill them with overwhelming value. This is where you really make your mark. Don't just rehash what everyone else has already said. You got to bring something new to the table. Maybe it's your own original data, your unique firsthand experiences, insights from experts you interviewed, or hey, even a bold new take on the topic that nobody else is talking about.
And finally, we've got step 3. And honestly, this is the part so many people skip over. You could have the best information in the entire world, but if you present it as a giant, dense wall of text that's impossible to read, people are just going to give up. Great design isn't just about making things look pretty. It's about clarity and making things work better.
A 10x experience is all about removing friction for the user. Think about it from their perspective. The page loads instantly, it looks amazing on their phone, and it has custom graphics that make complex ideas suddenly seem simple. They can immediately jump to the exact section they care about. In short, you're not just throwing information at them, you're actively respecting their time and their attention.
So as we start to wrap this up, it's really important to see that 10x isn't just some checklist you follow. It's a fundamental shift in how you even think about creating content. You stop being just a producer of articles or videos, and you start becoming a true creator of value.
And that, of course, leads to a very practical question. Do you really have to put this massive amount of effort into absolutely everything you publish? I mean, that sounds completely exhausting, right? And the answer is a hard no. You don't. Think of the 10x approach as your strategic weapon. You save it for your most important cornerstone pieces, the content that targets your most valuable keywords, that answers your audience's biggest, most burning questions, and that aligns directly with what you're trying to achieve.
Ultimately, it all comes down to this simple truth. The world does not need more content. What it needs is more utility, more genuine helpfulness. The goal isn't just to add to the noise, but to be the signal. That's what 10x content is really all about.
So I'll leave you with this one final challenge. Don't think about creating 100 new pieces of mediocre content. Just think about one. What is the single most important topic for your audience, and how can you make your work on that topic 10 times better than anything else that's out there? Because that is the path to truly standing out.